welcome to your messages for the week. Today is Sunday, the 21st of July, 2024. And if you haven't already seen the messages for the month of July, check them out, link in the description, video in the end screen. They were all about what does your soul want you to do? And I think the easiest way to know what your soul wants you to do is by what lights you up. Well, where's your excitement? Excuse me, following your heart. Yeah, your passions. That's what your soul wants you to do, basically, in a nutshell. Shall we see what the messages are for this week? It is super, super hot here in Spain. the height of the Spanish summer. So I hope if you're in Spain with me that you are keeping cool. But if you're in England, I hope you have some sunshine. And wherever else you are, I hope you're happy and healthy. I am feeling some Syrian energy. Now, Syrian energy usually comes in on the 8th of the 8th, the Lionsgate portal, and usually comes in to wake us all up a little bit, especially the Syrian starseeds. But I think for some reason, I don't know the details behind it. I just go with feeling. Some people know stuff and what have you. I don't seem to know a lot. I just follow my feeling. But I think the Syrian energy has been coming in since the 7th of the 7th. And it raises us, and it just gives us an opportunity to expand into more of who we are. If you are not aware whether you're a starseed, a Syrian starseed, or like me, an Arcturian starseed, or what have you, and you're interested in all of that, I will put a link in the description to a video I did on finding out your galactic family, connecting with your galactic family, communicating with your galactic family. I can't remember exactly how I titled it. But anyway, about your galactic families. I did a video on that a few months ago. So I will put a link, I think it was nearly a year ago, actually. I'll put a link into that as well, and video in the end screen. Okay, let's dive in and see. Life purpose, the judgment card. It's the penultimate of the major arcanas. That's Archangel Gabriel waking you up. What have I just said? The Syrian energy comes in. To give us an opportunity to wake up to more of who we are. And it comes in like synchronicities. So your first step, when you start seeing the numbers, or you start seeing heart-shaped leaves, heart-shaped stones, and you start thinking of someone, and then they call you, all these synchronicities. I call them mini miracles. They're mini miracles which come in to help you understand that you're on the right path, and to make you kind of wake up to something's going on. It's all a bit spooky. You realize that the word coincidence, you can't keep using it. It's like, oh, it's a coincidence. Oh, that's just a coincidence. Oh, that's it. And then after a while, you're like, no. And coincidence is actually, or by chance, it's actually a law unrecognized. It is a law of the universe, but we just haven't recognized it yet. But from those mini miracles that we call synchronicities come greater miracles. So focusing on them, I think, is a really good idea, because it's focusing on them with love, with appreciation, thanking your higher self, whoever you're talking to. It could be your galactic family, it could be your angels, it could be, Archangel Gabriel, or your past over loved ones, whoever you connect with, thanking them for these synchronicities, because by the gratitude, appreciation, and focusing your attention, that's how we manifest, right? That's how we amplify our energy. So by doing that, you will amplify the mini miracles in your life. Also, I always wonder what I'm going to say when I press record, and now look at me. I did do a video recently with the lovely Liz Nagle, called Reclaiming Magic. So I forget what I titled things. It was called Reclaiming Magic. And in that, we start off with synchronicities, and we both talk about the magic that we have created, and how we continue to do so, and how the magic has just got to a level that is like, it's clearly magic. And it's clearly, magic's real, obviously. Anyway, we talk about all of that in in that video. So if you're interested in magic, check that out as well. Link in description, video in the end screen, because that's what this is all about. It's about living your purpose. And believing in magic helps you do that, because understanding that you have a destiny, your soul has a path that it wants to follow. And when you follow the path that your soul wants you to do, which is the messages for July. So I'm not surprised this is all still coming up, of course. When you follow those desires from your soul, it puts you in alignment with your the most divine part of you, your God self, whatever you want to call it. And when you're in alignment, more mini miracles come in. Although now they're miracles, right? Now it's magic. More magic will come in, more alignment. The right people at the right time for the right reasons will just start flooding into your life. And you can just, love it, appreciate it, share it, expand through it, I want to say. And it's our purpose. It's our purpose to do that. And it brings with it a whole new avenue of abundance. Pentacles can be money. It's usually money, of course, in tarot. But for me, it's abundance. It's the abundance of everything. Resources. It's our resources. That includes our knowledge, our health, our financial backing, everything. It's a whole new abundant path. Aces, of course, are new beginnings. When you tap in to what the higher realms are trying to say to you, and they are speaking to you through your intuition, through your thoughts, those thoughts that just seem random, through your inspiration. Oh, I fancy doing this. Don't, you can question it. Why do I fancy doing that? Doesn't matter. You fancy doing it, do it. Following your heart. That's how your soul talks to you. That's how the higher realms talks to you. Okay. And by following it, keep going, following it. Follow the synchronicities, follow the mini magic, create the magic, follow the magic, follow the magic. And it takes you to a whole new way of living and breathing and being and everything else. We do have the Five of Swords coming up, which I'm not surprised about, because when you start following this path, it goes against so much of the programming that we have been brought up with. You have to work really hard for your money. Nah, that's not true. You need to make as much money as you can. No, that's not true. There are so many programs. You've got to do something academic. You've got to go to university. You've got to get certificates. You've got to get a job with a title. You've got to live in a big house. You've got to have a big car. You've got to get married. You've got to have kids. You've got to, there is no you got to. And this is the Five of Swords represents mental conflict. And that's what happens when we go against our programming, because we're going against the advice of our parents, the way that we were brought up, the advice from all our teachers in school. Some of it was valuable, of course. We're not throwing the baby out with the bathwater, are we? Obviously, there's been a lot of lessons that we've learned, but using our discernment and understanding, no, I need to do this. I need to do this because it's going to make me happy. It's like me being called to read tarot, that just came out of the blue, and it's like, yeah, I'm going to do it from a tent in the garden, and it's just like, oh my God, what will my mother think? This goes against, everything that, I could just imagine it, an old school reunion. I don't go to old school reunions, but if I did, and everyone's got these, lawyer, I don't know what kind of jobs, and I'm just like, yeah, I read tarot from a tent in the garden in Spain. But just releasing all that programming, it gives us conflict. And of course, we don't think we're good enough. We don't think that we can financially support ourselves. That's a really big one. Of course, I didn't believe I could financially support myself reading tarot from a tent in the garden, right? But I do. So, these kind of beliefs, it's really important that we acknowledge it, because it's the conflict coming up, but make sure that we make the right choices and follow our heart. The King of Cups, of course, he didn't get where he is without following his heart. He's top of his game. Cups is intuition, spirituality, it's passion, it's heart, it's emotions, doing what makes you feel good. Okay. So the Cups is it's beautiful. It's the water sign, so it's also about going with the flow, and he is top of his game. He's emotionally mature, and he is in his element, when he's in his creative flow, whatever that may be for you. Whatever that may be. It may be something you can make money at. It may be something you can't envision making money at. It doesn't matter. It's not about the making the money. It's about raising your frequency. Is it aligning you with your God self? Is it aligning you with your destiny? You know, is it making you feel good? Does it make you feel excited? Because if it does, it's that frequency of excitement that's going to bring in all the things that you need, if that makes sense. So yeah, this kind of conflict is, I can't make money doing that. I haven't got time to do that. I'm not good enough to do that. This is the human mind coming in to say, come on, get real. Magic doesn't exist. We know that's not true. He didn't get where he is without following a bit of magic, did he? You know, so I mean, he's really yeah, as I said, top of his game, top of his spiritual game, his creative game, you know, his loving game. Cups is all of these things. Intuition, you know, he's really intuitive, and he just loves being creative. So this is where we're at, right? And even if we don't know where or how to be creative, follow your heart, because your heart will tell you. Follow your heart, because your heart will tell you. Wow. Yeah, really clear, isn't it? It's really clear. It's pretty much the same message all the time, isn't it? It's just that what happened is we go to another level of understanding, and we take those synchronicities, turn them into mini miracles. We take the mini miracles, we turn them into miracles. We take the miracles, we turn it into magic, until in the end, your entire life is being created through this beautiful divine energy of love that's flowing through you, creating magic and infinite possibilities. I want to say infinite possibilities. We can do anything we want. We can be anything we want. There's infinite possibilities in the all that is. But we have to break away from believing that we can't, believing that it's not going to work, believing, you know, that people are going to laugh at us or what have you. No one's going to laugh at you. I mean, if they do laugh at you in the beginning, they'll soon come round. when they see that you're top of your game, enjoying, emotionally fulfilled, you know, enjoying your spiritual journey, following your intuition. I mean, really, it's like proof is in the pudding. Wow, beautiful, beautiful. Your purpose is to follow your excitement. Your purpose is to follow your heart. You're being called to do that. It's what's going to change not only your life, it's what's going to change the collective. Following your heart is what is going to shift us into the new earth. So you owe it to world peace. You owe it to the collective to follow your heart. It's the most important thing you can do. Follow your excitement, follow your joy, follow your heart. Ask yourself, why does it make you excited? You know, why is your heart telling you to do something? And if it's going against the grain, ask yourself why. You know, why is it coming to you? It's unique to you, isn't it? Where do your thoughts come from? Where does your inspiration come from? Where does your soul's desires come from? It's something bigger and greater than you, and you're human. Okay, so I might put a link. Yeah, I'll put a link into this one as well, that you are not your human. You are your higher self. I have a lesson in awakening. If you're new to my channel, there is a whole series called Lessons in Awakening. So check them out. But there is one that's called You Are Your Higher Self. And it's your higher self, the part of you that is connected to the love and power of God, is running through you. And your human just has to follow its heart. Because you're human, our humans themselves don't have a clue. And we're only given information on a needs to know basis, because if we understood all of the bigger picture, it would frazzle our human minds. The fact that we're living so many different lifetimes, all in the now moment, you know, time is an illusion. All these things that we know and we feel are true, but we can't quite get our head around it. This is this one. We can't quite get our head around it. So we just do everything in bite-sized chunks. And it starts with following your heart. Your heart will take you to the right people, take you to the right places at the right time. Leave the rest to the higher realms. You are the higher realms, the higher part of you, because you are not just your human. Your human is a beautiful vessel that's doing a grand job, by the way, a beautiful vessel that is expressing, that is, well, it was, I think it was Albert Einstein that said, your human is the vessel through which your soul is the instrument. Your human is the instrument through which your soul plays its music. So we have come here to experience and express our highest self through these human vessels, which are lacking in lack and limitation in the density, right? But the reason that we're doing it is because we want to take all that wisdom and that guidance and that understanding and that love, excitement, joy, love, peace, and allow it to flow through us, through our thinking, through our words, through our actions, because we are life. We are actually creating life. Life actually happens through us, not to us, not even for us, but through us. And we are the creators. We are the ones that are putting it into physical form. Everything that you see outside of you is a reflection of a part of you. Everything starts with you. You are the creator of that reality. We are all the creators of our own reality. And because we share so many beliefs about how that reality should or could be, that's how we share in the collective. And we see other people sharing things that they have manifested that together we have brought into the collective reality. But you are creating through you, through your God self, through your moral compass, through your divine love, through the love, the divine love that you are. Blah, blah, blah. Brilliant. That's an exciting one. Yes, it is exciting. It's just a reminder, isn't it? All the time. Follow your heart. You can't go wrong. Mwah, mwah, mwah. Thank you for getting to the end of the video. I love you all. Bye for now.